Good afternoon, madam. My name is Sugena with metric number 76879. And today we are going to present our infographic. Our group is Group 2, and group members are Bun Chin Kai, me, Jolin Go Yin Sing, and also Tan Wai Kang. Firstly, we use a web application called Canva to design our infographic. Our infographic is consisting of 2 pages. The first page has introduction and background of the issue and recommendations. Second page, 3 implementation plans, 4 references, and footer is our group member. For designation, we choose a very simple background, which is a gradient color background with 3 different colors, which are pink, white, and pale blue. As you can see, we use dashed lines to separate the parts so that our infographic seems like net and consistent. Besides, we also use different color frames. Besides, we also use different color frames to separate the suggestions for recommendations and implementations parts so that the points are obviously separated and easy to read. Now, let me be the first person to present our infographic. The title for our infographic is Racial, National, Regional Discrimination and Bias in Workplace, which was done in our assessment tool before. This issue can bring some impacts to a company as well as efficiency and effective of productivity. Thus, the company has the responsibility to solve this issue in order to produce a good environment workplace for employees and also managers. This infographic comes up with 3 suggestions or solutions that can help the company to eliminate racial, national, regional discrimination and bias in the workplace, and also in terms of hiring new employees. From different ethnic groups from 2002 to 2014. From the graph, we can see that Chinese ethnic has the highest percentage income from 2002 to 2014 and followed by Burmese and Indian ethnic. For Chinese ethnic, the highest percentage income is at 2002, which is 72%, while the lowest percentage income is at 2009, which is 53%. For Burmese ethnic, the highest percent income is at 2009, which is 40%, while the lowest percentage income is at 2002, which is 24%. For Indians ethnic, the highest percentage income is at 2012, which is 9%, while the lowest percentage income is at 2004 until 2007, which is 2% only. So from this graph, this graph brings up the meaning that discrimination and bias can lead to unfairness. That's all for my parts, and that part will be presented by Wai Kang. Thank you.
Thank you, Sukenan. I am Tan Wai Kang with metric number 76952. And now I will continue with our recommendations for this issue discussed. Our first solution is by implementing bias interrupters. Bias interrupter is actually a small and simple change to the existing business system that reduces discrimination. It is an evidence-based model that is designed to address and change the business system that have made no progress toward diversity, since they were established years ago by providing few solutions, which helps in disrupting the constant transmission of bias in the business systems. So technically, bias interrupter changes the working systems, but not people, because people mindset can't be changed easily. By the implementation of bias interrupter, our company will be able to build a more diverse and comfortable working environment for our workers, and also provides a protection to safeguard those disadvantaged groups from the sufferance of systemic racism in the organization. That's all for the first recommendation. I'll pass it to Charlene.
Thank you, Wai Kang. My name is Sharon Going Sing with metric number 76717, and I will present for the second recommendation. In my opinion, a way to help companies to eliminate racial, national, and regional discrimination and bias in workplace is employers should treat every employee fairly. Employer is responsible to make sure that their employees who apply a job with him are treated fairly. Companies should give the same conditions and treatment to every employee to prevent discrimination at workplace. Employees who have the same position should have the same salary. Companies should not differentiate employees based on race or region of any employees. They should have the same promotion opportunity and salary based on their working performance. Employees should be given same chance to make a progress in their work regardless of race. For example, every employee should have competitive opportunity to get a higher position, and not only the one with same race with employer have the chance to become a leader, a manager, or other higher positions. Employers have to promote an employee solely based on how qualified he is to perform the job, not because of his race. Employer also should post all job openings for all employees and provide training to every employee. Employer also should give the reward to anyone who accomplished great work for the company. At the same time, also give anyone that did a wrong thing or affect the company reputation some punishment. Employer should not forgive the one because of the one that do mistake have same race with him, and this will cause discrimination problem become serious. It is also better to encourage employees to use a common language that everyone can understand in company to prevent misunderstanding among different races. I think the way employer treat employee fairly is an effective way to prevent discrimination and bias at the workplace. Treating employees fairly in the workplace is not just a moral responsibility, it is also necessary to ensure maximum company growth. When an employee is treated unfairly, it results in decreased employee morale. Low morale results in decreased employee productivity. It can result in high employee turnover. This is all from me, and I will pass to Bun Chin Kai.
Thank you, Sharon. Hi, my name is Bun Chin Kai with entry number 74295. Now I would like to present about the third solution that can help companies to eliminate racial, national, and regional discrimination and bias. The third solution is spread awareness. Company can spread the awareness by do the conservation with employee or do campaigns. The theme of campaign is about the discrimination and bias. For example, company can organize campaigns about the effect of discrimination and bias. This can cause the employee more aware of the harm caused by the racial problem, which not only create an uncomfortable environment to work and also affect the productivity, even increase the turnaround rate in workplace. Aside from conservation, company can provide some resource to educate employee about the culture of racism and the history of different race. The resource can be in video form or text form. By this interesting way, employee will be more impressed with this issue, and it is more efficient in spread awareness compared to a lengthy article. For example, company can provide some infographic or short video about the culture of racing and the history of different races. This will help employees know more about the history of different races and help in eliminate discrimination in workplace. Thus, prejudice against an employee because of certain race or regional can be dispelled, and the employee is willing to build good relationship to achieve a win-win situation with another race in workplace. Most discrimination happens because of the ignorance of each other racial culture and lack of understanding to other race and cause some misunderstanding between employees. Thus, it is important to give a chance to employees to know more about other racial culture to eliminate racial problem. Besides that, company can also organize a lunch or dinner every year. In company, employees do not have a good communication and conservation opportunities because they are busy with their own work. This event can encourage employees to getting know with each other. Other from that, company can also encourage employee work in group or team forms. The teams is consisting with different regional or cultural members. This will provide opportunities for employees to interact with each other regardless of race. It is important that employees should improve self-awareness and know their responsibility in prevent racial problems in workplace, so they will treat others with the way they want to be treated. Now I will pass this presentation to Tan Wei Kang. Thank you.
Thank you, Bunjin Kai. Continue to our implementation plans. For the implementation plan of the first solution is implementing bias interrupter. The implementation will be fully in charge by the human resources management team during every hiring process. The team will have to keep an eye on every hiring process, including all of the hiring matters such as staffing method and interviewing style, so that there will show no trends of racial discrimination. As an example of bias interrupter, the team will have to take careful notes and evaluate all of the resumes and responses with the same and preset standards during the interview sessions. That is all from me. I will pass it to Charlene again.
Thank you, Wei Kang. I will continue the presentation with the implementation for treat every employee fairly. First, increased salary or a higher position is provided when anyone does significant contribution to the company, like complete a project successfully, perfect, and fulfill the customer need. This can encourage employees to do more for company and increase their productivity and working performance. Second, organize a award ceremony at the end of the year. For example, held on 31st December every year. Some gift or bonus can give to employees. This can make employees feel recognized for their work and inspire employees to work harder in their work. Third, employees can use English as common language in workplace. This can prevent the misunderstanding among different races. Use a common language also enable employees to communicate well in their job and can do their job together. This will also make good relationship between each other and create harmonious and comfortable work environment. And this indirectly increase productivity in work also. I will pass the presentation to Bunjin Kai again.
Thank you, Sherin. Now I will continue the presentation about the implementation of third solution. The third solution is spread awareness. This solution will be carried out by personal officials, Mr. Su, and person in charge. The person in charge will have a meeting with personal officials to discuss the detail about the campaigns and prepare some resources to educate employees about the culture and history of different races. This will help in spread awareness among the employee. The budget for the preparation of resource is about 2,000 ringgit. Besides that, the person in charge and Mr. Su will form a management team for dinner or lunch and decide the date and other details. The dinner or lunch will be held at December every year. The Human Resources Management team will be responsible in ensuring all the employees are invited to attend this event. The budget for dinner is about 10,000 ringgit. Thus, the management team need to use the money efficiently. Next, the leader of each department is responsible to assign work in group. This will encourage to employee work in group or team forms. Next, please. This is the difference for our group. Thank you.